Hello and welcome to It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
This is the movie Snatch from 2000. People have asked me for many years, have I watched Snatch? And I basically had not done so. And so this was my chance to quell all the questions for the foreseeable future.
Finally, you can now respond. Yes, I have watched the movie Snatch.
Yeah, but I haven't watched Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Oh, come on. Jeez.
You haven't watched it?
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I don't know. When they were coming out, I just didn't want to be watching Cockney gangster movies. I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, just the typical sort of, I don't know, like watching this as well, he's taken so much artistic sort of choices from Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs and
completely.
things like that. It's just a British version. But it's good. I enjoyed watching it. It was fun, and there's enough plot lines twisting around each other to keep it interesting.
The complexity when he was putting this script together is quite impressive. Like, it's 4 or 5 different stories, easily.
Yeah.
And all interwoven. They're all bang into each other, and then they spread apart and come back in again multiple times. It's complex. I love it for that. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. IMDb it's 8.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 74%. Metacritic 55 from reviewers, from critics, and Letterboxd it's at 3.8 out of 5. Budget was 10 million and it brought in 83.6. Directed by Guy Ritchie, written by Guy Ritchie, and a good cast. We've got Brad Pitt, because everybody basically, first of all, they say, you haven't watched Snatch? Oh, there's an Irish, Brad Pitt does a weird Irish traveler's accent.
It's not an Irish accent. It's not even a traveler's accent, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah, I could actually understand it.
Because you like dags.
Yeah, he does okay.
I like him in this. I don't think his accent's great, I'll be honest, but I like the physical scenes he's in. I like his boxing scenes are excellently acted, excellently choreographed, excellently shot, excellently cut, music around him. I think Guy Ritchie does great action scenes. He makes them very frenetic. He places the music perfectly around it, builds it up. He's great at building up tension in a certain scene and then cuts the silence and things like that. So he does loads of that. I think Brad Pitt fits very well to those scenes.
It's interesting that he just came off of Fight Club a year before this was released, so he was like, should I do it? But he wanted to do it. Yeah, he wanted to do it. He liked Lock, Stock, so he basically played with Guy Ritchie to do it.
Gives a job.
Gives a job, mate. He for such a sort of violent movie, all but one, like, murders are off camera. What I read, or all of them are off camera. I can't remember. If we go through the story, we'll figure it out. But it's interesting choice to do that.
Not even Frankie Four Fingers. I was thinking, but he wasn't. He points the gun and it goes
off
bang,
screen,
and then it goes to him dead on the chair. But not. Yeah.
It's an interesting choice. Good choice.
Very good choice, actually. It works.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do have the Brad Pitt, the Pitster, playing Mickey O'Neill. We've got Jason Statham as Turkish, Benicio del Toro as Frankie Four Fingers, Vinnie Jones, Bullet Toot Tony, Dennis Farina as Cousin Avi, Alan Ford, who's amazing, as Bricktop.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah. He played a gangster he played a gangster in Knowing Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge.
Oh, yeah.
He turned up as a guest for sure. If you're having a fucking go, fucking Alan Partridge gets all.
We've had him in a movie before as well, briefly. The one with our favorite Mario star.
Oh, right, okay, yes. God, why would you bring this up? And we're never going to remember the name of the movie.
I can't remember the movie. I was hoping I'd say that. You go, oh yeah, that was blah blah blah.
No, we should know by now. Is it?
Should have looked it up beforehand. He's in it for about 15 seconds.
He is. What part is he in?
In the pub scene before it blows up.
Oh, is he? He's not the barman.
He's one of the gangsters. He's one of the lads in it.
Okay,
but he's much younger, obviously.
that was in the 60s or whatever, 70s.
Yeah.
But he's really good. He's a good actor.
The scene where he sat on the sofa chatting about how to dispose of a corpse is gold. And he just sits down. It's so informal. He's like, got a nice cup of tea. Nah, the first thing you want to do is chop it up into 6 pieces.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Goes into the science of
how many pounds of flesh, uncooked flesh per minute a pig can eat by itself.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of the many scenes that we get through. I'm just looking at our movies we've just done. I'm trying to get to it. What the hell? It's not even coming up. I can't even fucking say it. Bastard. Oh, Long Good Friday.
That's the one. Yeah, he's in it very briefly.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Well, it kind of suits him to be in it because he is a gangster. And if you look through his oeuvre, it's all gangster movies, pretty much.
Yeah, he's kind of been typecast, but that's because his voice is extremely East End gangster.
Yeah. Stephen Graham's become a bit more popular since this movie. He's
quite excellent, actually. Like he's okay in this, but some of the stuff he's done. I haven't seen Boiling Point. I heard he's excellent in it.
It's been in a lot of Hollywood movies, and also does a lot of British TV as well.
Yep.
He's getting very successful.
And he wasn't even interviewed, or he didn't interview. He didn't do a tryout for this movie at all. He was along with his friend.
That's right.
The blurb in IMDb, so he didn't actually want to be an actor at that time, and he went, okay, I'll go for it. I know.
As is such a lot of actors' stories. They didn't want to be, but they get picked up along the way.
Just happened that way.
Yeah. So yeah, it's sort of, as you said, it's really complicated storylines mixed in with each other, kind of centering around this sort of big diamond that's stolen in Antwerp. Antwerp, obviously, I've been there. Have you been to Antwerp?
I have not. I'm not really in the diamond industry.
No, it's very famously like a base for Orthodox Jews, and you see a lot of them walking around, as you see in this first scene, of the traditional hats and little curly hair things.
They all have 5 fingers in the hands, not 4.
True, yeah. So you kind of get into this sense that it's a heist movie, but it becomes more than that as the movie goes on. You've got Frankie Four Fingers, Benicio del Toro,
great,
holding up the jewelry place, and then heading back to London, and then all people come into it. Then lots of different.
But I'd like to say, even from the very get go, this is the first scene in Antwerp. But the conversation he's having in the lift as he's going up with the other lads about the creation of the Catholic faith is fantastic. It's great dialogue. And that's how kind of flows the whole way through this movie. Like, they're lovely pieces of dialogue interspersed through ridiculous comedy of errors.
Very Tarantino-esque.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Only British,
and that's fine. It's sort of, if he set this in America, it would be like, just going, you're copycatting everything, but he brings obviously the British flavor into it.
Big time, yeah.
So Turkish is our sort of narrator for the entire movie, which is fine.
It works for me. It works more so when it pauses the action. Like, there's a scene at the end where he realizes he's about to die, and he goes, scene pauses, and he goes, well, we're fucked. I love that. But then it resumes playing the movie and continues on. Quite often in the movie, that would annoy the crap out of me. I don't know. For this, it kind of works. For my head, anyway.
He does a lot of good editing choices and quirky transitions and camera shots. It's good.
And I think this is on Ritchie, because I don't think Statham's a good actor at all. Ordinarily,
yeah.
He's good in this.
He's good in this. Yeah, I didn't really pinpoint him as a bad actor in this. I don't think anybody was phoning it in or weak. Yeah, I like the choice of shots he does. Like when the 3 guys get locked into bookies later on. It's from the security camera perspective.
Where Tyrone comes out, opens the door for them. Well, that whole scene, there's a lot of scenes in this that are fantastic. Where your guy gets hoisted up on the screen. Solomon gets stuck up in the scene, and they start shouting each other names at each other. Stop saying my name.
The lady's like doesn't give a shit. She's seen it all. Yeah, got a bag of pennies.
It's great.
So yeah, it opens with, and yeah, it's got lots of threads, major threads through the movie. I don't even know how many, maybe 5 or 6, because you've also
and the threads get introduced later on as well, like the introduction of Vinnie Jones. There's a new thread gets thrown in for the hell.
Yeah, I think maybe it's obviously the diamond, but it's also the boxing match being rigged, and then they just
the dog. The dog is a thread that binds things together brilliantly. It's like the dag.
The dag. Yeah. So the whole traveler plot where Brad Pitt comes into it, who basically knocks out the real boxer that's is supposed to be taking a
Gorgeous
dive
George.
Quite easily. Gorgeous George. And that's how Mikey comes into it, and he just wallops the shit out of the guy and doesn't take a dive. Normally, Bricktop probably would have just killed everybody, but he's like, all right,
money to be made here, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Do it the fucking next time.
At the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mickey or Mikey. It's Mickey. I don't know.
Mickey.
Who it is. Mickey. Yeah. Yeah, he's sort of, you don't really predict he has a plan under his actions through the movie. You don't really think he has it in him.
I love it in that it's showing how smart an operator he is. Now, obviously, not everything goes his way, clearly, but when pushed, like, because he's going to mess them over anyway. He's going to screw people over for money. That's his default position. But when he really needs to screw you over, he's damn good at it.
Yeah,
and I love that.
Well, I
love the revenge arc. It's just you don't see it coming.
You see from the start, the caravan is screwed over. Like, Jason and Graham are buying one, and it just fucks up, and then the dog jumps out the window. So it's like they don't have anything. So you get Mickey's.
I love that. I love that scene though, because as part of this, Graham is arguing then with Mickey about, well, I want my money back, and he's like, no, you're not getting it. But I'll fight Gorgeous George there, and if you win, you get the caravan. Otherwise, I keep everything and you shut up.
Yeah.
But I love the scene where he knocks George out in one punch, bang, done. And Tommy is against the wall, and his tears are coming down his face, and it's like, George better wake up or I'm about to be killed.
I think, wonderful. Yeah. Statham's doing a voiceover at that point, right? And
he is, yeah.
That's very good.
And it works. It explains why Tommy's lying against the wall and crying.
Because Bricktop's going to kill him.
Well, it's not Bricktop at this point. It's the Travelers, because they would have 2 corpses to get rid of, or at least one, and they're not going to explain it, so they're going to kill him.
So we have this. So that's sort of setting up the boxing arc, and then we have Saul, Vinny, and Tyrone as the sort of comic relief bungling Three Stooges-esque characters who pretty much accidentally come into this whole diamond thing with their dog.
They kind of half succeed accidentally.
Yeah, but nothing ever works for them throughout the entire movie, and it's a little bit of light relief in between the violence of the boxing arc.
Yeah. Tyrone's awesome.
Yeah. But so when Mickey drops Gorgeous, or when he drops the boxer in the ring, it sort of kind of comes out of nowhere. Sort of like, oh shit, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's been playing a longer game than we all thought.
Yeah, but then it's actually really complicated, because then you've got Boris the Blade as well, so he's involved with the whole process with the bookies, and he's trying to manipulate Frankie Four Fingers to go there.
Exactly. When he sets up Saul to steal the diamond from Frankie Four Fingers, don't kill him, steal it.
Yeah.
That does not go according to plan.
No, the entire thing is like they knock Frankie Four Fingers unconscious by parking into his van badly. It's just a fumbling.
They're waiting there like 6
mess.
hours, and then some random mark goes into the bookies with a briefcase. So they rob at the wrong time, but they get lucky because Frankie wakes up just as they're driving off. This is after being caught on camera in Bricktop's bookies, which is a bad thing. But Tyrone sees a guy with 4 fingers and a briefcase and chucks him in the boot.
Right. Yeah.
Del Toro does nothing in this movie other than the first couple of minutes. He just gets bundled around the place and shot in the face.
Yeah, so Boris the Blade's a pretty... Yeah, he's described as hard to kill, right, or impossible to kill, and you see that later on with Vinnie.
I love that. Fuck you.
He shoots so many times at him and he just doesn't die. He comes up later.
And he gets knocked down as well.
He gets really badly knocked down, yeah.
It only disorientates him a little bit.
Yeah. But then, well, if you mention all these characters, then you realize, yeah, there's another character. Cousin Avi comes over, and it's very well shot. Every time he comes over, it's like a fast cut Concorde flight. Yeah, it's good.
Multiple times. Just the way over originally, the way back, and then
at the end,
very end scene. Beautiful.
Got a diamond for you here, mate.
Might have somebody interested in that.
Yeah, he's good. He's played by, what's his name again? Dennis Farina. He's good.
That's the chap, yeah. Again, a gangster. Always a gangster.
Yeah. Get Shorty and all those movies. So yeah, I think you get into this part of the movie then. You got Mike Reed, obviously Frank Butcher, come in as sort of fake Jewish jeweler. So he's sort of driving Avi, and then Avi gets the does Avi get the Three Stooges into it or no? Does he? I can't remember. No, that's Boris the Blade gets those in. The Soul, Vinnie and Tyrone.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he contracts them, if you will.
Yeah. But like, it's really hard to sort of comment on every arc and every character because there's so many things going on. It's very confusing to kind of keep it in one line, and that's fine. To be honest,
what's fantastic about the complexity of this, though, is that it never becomes overwhelming. It's weird because it's at a fast pace as well. Like there's no fat on this. It's just next scene, bang, bang, bang. It's dragging the scenes. Every arc comes together, but you're never confused by it. Well, I wasn't anyway. But it just seamlessly meshes together, and it's just chaos and pandemonium when it comes together.
I think it's perfectly composed. I think there were some points I was going, okay, I got it. It was quite a split second. Okay, I understand what's happening here. I find it more confusing actually talking about it, to be honest with you.
It is, because there's a lot. Because the story is it's easy to follow, but there's a lot of strings that come in, don't necessarily matter that much at times, but they all interact with each other. Yeah. So it's a fabric, if you will.
Interwoven. Threads.
Not like threads.
No. So yeah, you mentioned earlier Bricktop, sort of like he's setting up the second fight with Mickey. And you go down in the fourth again, right? All right, and then he's chasing down a lot of loose ends, basically, because
It's important to mention though before this, as part of setting up this fight, that our good friend Bricktop on the second fight burns the caravan of Mickey's mum with her in it, which causes problems.
Yeah, that's a big part of the movie. Quite shocking, actually. Yeah, because that's part of the movie though. He's really chasing down a lot of stuff. He's chasing down Mickey to make sure he knows he's serious about this, which is kind of weird because he just kills his mum. It's like, okay, that means I can kill all your families or whatever.
Yeah,
which is what he said.
It was a little bit too far of an escalation.
Yeah, but then he's chasing down the Three Stooges because he gets Tyrone basically on the security camera, and one of his stooges go, "Yeah, that's Tyrone, big Tyrone." So they chase them down, and he does his famous, infamous pigs monologue. Basically, that's what you were alluding
I love
to
how
earlier.
you chase him down though, because Turkish and his mate are talking to Mickey about the fight prior to this, and they're gone hair coursing, which is an illegal sport. Two dogs chase the hare. But as they're chasing Tyrone down the street to catch him, it keeps flipping over and back between the two dogs chasing the hare and the two men chasing Tyrone. Tyrone doesn't get away, but the hare gets away. But it's a very interesting sort of comparison. Tyrone's not quite as fast as the hare, clearly.
No, I like the way as well. Like Bricktop comes in and does his infamous, how to get rid of bodies with pigs scenes. Then he leads them out, and the entire outer room is just covered in plastic. And Tyrone's like,
"This guy's with hacksaws just standing there waiting, and Tyrone's bundled." It's a fantastic. Yeah, this is what's happening, lads. Into the bags.
It's quite menacing, really.
Yes, we're going to cut you up now. Not much you can do about it.
Then they're like, "Give us 24 hours, will you?
We'll give you a large diamond." I'm listening.
Yeah, fucking 24 hours then. So it's just leading up into this big fight, I believe. At this stage, we have everything sort of leading to this, all the different arcs leading to this. And it's a bigger fight scene sequence this time with Mickey and the other guy.
Stay his hand a little bit so that he doesn't go down in the fort. And that's what we're led to believe, that Mickey's playing along this time. And it's a great scene. It's a great fight. It is fantastically shot.
Better than Rocky.
It is actually. I love the choice of music throughout this movie as well, but I love it in this. And again, we go 4 scenes where Mickey, where he knocks him to the ground in the first 2 seconds of the fight. It's fantastic, but he does get up this time. Then he soaks up a load of punches. But then when he slaps the guy, when the guy slaps him and the music cuts to silence and he falls back and then he hits water. I just fucking love that. That is just beautifully shot.
Yeah, it's well done. It just comes out of nowhere going, "Oh, that's quite artistic of them."
Isn't it? But it kind of fits. And it kind of fits with the state of mind that Mickey might be in at this point. He just lost his mum. So he's all messed up. And he's hungover to all hell.
Yes, he's very hungover after his mum's funeral.
Yeah.
At some point, does Bricktop go to, "I've got my lads out of your place. Gotta do what's right"? Whatever.
He says, I think the line was, "There's a lot of children's backs that will be trying to put out fires on if you don't go down in the fort."
Nasty.
Yeah. So he's a lovely guy, Bricktop.
Yeah. Well, he runs a whole bloody pit bull scene as well in the basement of his factory or whatever.
He's not great.
He's an arsehole. But it's only after the fight do you realize that Mickey probably would have beat the shit out of the guy earlier, just because that's what he does, if he wasn't biding time for his lads to ambush.
Get everything signed up,
Bricktop's crew back at the camp. Which is a great reveal, because it's pretty much, he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. He kicks the shit.
He's looking up from underwater. He opens his eyes, and the next thing. And again, similar to the first fight, where it just goes silent, and it's 3 sets of faces. So you got Statham and Graham looking on, going, "Oh crap!" Bricktop looking on, "I'm going to kill you," and Bricktop's buddies would be betting. It's a perfect symmetry between that and the first fight. But what we don't know at this point is Mickey set things up a little different this time.
It's great because they get to be outside and they're running into a van, and Bricktop's out coming to his henchman.
How many shooter?
Yeah, I mean a shooter, and then it freezes, and then we get to see what actually happened for the last 4 rounds. Yeah. They get kicked, they get shot to death back in the gypsy camp, and then
all the hired goons get surrounded by the travelers who don't take kindly to killing their mothers, apparently.
No. Then we get the perspective of Mick Bricktop's face out the car window, and then boom, boomstick.
I'll give you a shooter, yeah. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, true. It's all very good. It's all a good payoff.
It is. It's not redemption. It's a lovely revenge arc. I love a good revenge arc.
Satisfying arc. So the end, like, we haven't talked about Vinnie Jones a lot. He's obviously, that's the kind of character he plays, because that's what he was like on the football pitch. He
was exactly like this. He did grab the odd
Paul Gascoigne,
yeah. I had to say it properly without saying it.
Yes, Paul Gascoigne's.
Grabbed him by the Paul Gascoignes.
Exactly. Grabbed him by the Gazas.
Yeah, I love the scene where he's the comedy lads, the Three Stooges, pull out the guns and they're pointing him at him. He's just looking on going, yeah, see, your gun says replica on the side. Mine says Desert Eagle. You should go away now. No, he goes in a little bit more sexually explicit how he describes it. Another wonderful monologue. And he's quite good at this because he kind of is this character.
I was expecting not to like his portrayal. I figured his acting would be a bit off, but no problem with it.
I think he's bang on in this, actually.
Yeah. So this is all coming together. We've got the Three Stooges, we've got Vinnie Jones, we've got the Blade, and they're all in this corridor at the end, and the dog. They've corridor first, and then nobody dies. Or no, he shoots a lot of people, doesn't he? Yeah, he shoots the Three Stooges, doesn't he, Vinnie Jones?
No, he kind of, he doesn't kill Tyrone. He injures Tyrone.
So he runs out of bullets. Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
But he shot like 20 shots into Boris. Boris just keeps going, oh, fuck you. Yeah. Stop it. You fucker.
But he does, finally.
Eventually shoots him in the head, I think.
He doesn't come back from this. He came back from the car crash.
And the previous 20 shots, but one shot finishes him off.
Yeah. Then it's the whole office scene with Vinnie Jones and who was in that office scene? Avi and
the Three Stooges, Saul and Tyrone, and no, Tyrone is still in the hallway. I think
hang on, are we getting the scenes mixed up? You watched it today. I watched it like 3 days ago and my memory sucks.
You're in the right order, because the dog grabs the diamond, eats the diamond, jumps out the window.
Yeah,
that's the correct sequence. So the Boris thing happens before this.
Okay, but where does the dog go? Do they chase him then?
Dog gets away at this point and only turns up in the very last scene where the two guys go to the encampment and see the dog. Just the cops are going and saying, "Oh, we're here to walk our dog." Then the last scene is where he poops out a diamond and they go to see Frank Butcher,
Mike Reed, cousin Avi flying back.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Concorde. Yeah. And that's pretty much the end of the movie.
That is the movie.
It's hard to talk about it because there's so many overlapping arcs, and I got confused at the sequence of events there.
Yeah, like it's very fresh in my head because I've only just finished watching it a couple of hours ago. But still, I am kind of finding it hard to keep everything straight. I have a rough idea of the story arc the whole way through, but there's so many threads in it, so it's not a confusing movie, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, not when you watch it, it's not that confusing, but yeah, trying to analyze it and figure out what the hell's going on when you're thinking about it, not easy.
I would hazard to say that it's actually more complicated than the standard Tarantino interwoven temporal mix-up movie. Because there's more threads to this, I think.
There is.
Whereas where Tarantino is jumping forward and back, this is linear, but multiple threads, and a lot of threads.
And I think we both enjoy sort of things that movies don't necessarily need, but it adds sort of flavor to it. Like early on in the scene, there's a guy cooking sausages and he just goes 2 minutes. Turkish.
He's always there.
Yeah, cooking sausages.
Every scene with that caravan in it, he's there cooking sausages. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I adore it.
Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Fucking 2 minutes earlier on.
It was 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about let's get down to marking here. Non-linear plot, good. Diamond
I
as
actually wrote
a
down numbers.
device.
Yeah, I think the plot's fantastic. It's nothing unusual as a plot. It's a heist movie with some shenanigans interspersed around it. But how it's chopped up and how it's presented is wonderful. I've put down 4.25. I wouldn't want to go any higher.
You love it.
But I love the complexity, the simplicity and the complexity of it together. It's weird, it's quite a simple plot, but how it's presented is beautiful. I love the strands.
Yeah.
More of this stuff.
I give it 4. It was a joy to watch. Acting, Brad Pitt, Alan Ford, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. This is Jason Statham's best role by a long way because he's crap.
I don't go out of my way to watch his movies at all.
No. I don't think he's been good in anything.
Alan Ford
he's good in this, though.
Yeah, Alan Ford is scary, but he's funny at the same time.
Yeah, he could chuckle while he's talking about, feeding you to pigs.
It's just it's the accent too. It's a funny accent.
It is. And I like his interactions with Errol, his henchman. Sure, Errol, I don't pay you to think.
Yeah,
it's get us a cup of tea, Errol. Got to talk to this man about pigs.
Yeah, Brad Pitt as the traveler. Fine.
I like. It's kind of hard to rate him as an actor in this. I like his physical acting in this.
He always pulls the Brad Pitt face. He always has certain tics that you always see in every movie he does.
Brad Pitt, it's pretty hard for him not to.
True, but he's got little.
But I get what you're saying.
Attributes that he does with his mouth and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'll give it 3.5. It's good. That's mainly for Paul Ford.
I've put down 3.5. I don't think this movie cares or needs a lot of highfalutin acting. It's a bunch of Cockney gangsters. There's not so much acting to be done there. And when Statham looks good in the movie, you kind of think to yourself, that's on the director.
Yeah, true.
So 3.5. Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned the soundtrack earlier. It's very good. I just remembered Golden Brown played when he knocks him out. Yeah. It's good.
That's fantastic.
And every Lucky Star as well.
Yeah. Everywhere through this movie, the choice of music fits. And I love when a director bothers to spend a bit of time fitting the music, stopping the music or slowing it down when it's needed to fit the scene. Yeah. And when he cuts the silence for certain scenes during the physical acting, the boxing matches, yes, this is how you do it. So Ritchie, I might not like him as an individual, but I think he knows how to fit music into a movie perfectly.
Does he do it with Lock, Stock as well? Or I haven't watched any of his other movies.
I haven't seen Lock, Stock in about 20 years. I think he does. I think this is better. But that might be just bias based on when I last watched the other one.
But I think the music here is used in the same way that Tarantino uses it. It's part of the story, really.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a much worse movie without the music, actually. Without his choice of music and where it's placed.
I won't go into the 4s. I'll give it 3.75. Same. Am I reading your...
You're reading my piece of paper.
All right. Directing. If he didn't have substance to the plot, the style of it wouldn't have hit as well as it did. So I think both are good. So he's done very well. He uses freeze frames. He uses slow motion. He uses title cards to introduce the characters at the start. It's all very it's kind of fresh. It's kind of gimmicky looking back from 2026, but
26 years ago. Yeah.
You have to look at it back for a 2000 lens, and I think it still is quite fresh to me. It feels fresh.
It hasn't aged badly. A lot of directorial choices can look stupid given time. I think that's still fresh, and it's still it's a bit cheesy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like gangster
But
cheesy.
still, yeah, and that's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I've put down 4 for this. I think he does a great job.
That's exactly what I just wrote down before you just said it. Very similar. Yeah, a couple of bad critic reviews. Like Village Voice gave it 20. For those who care, Madonna has found her match in Guy Ritchie, whose absence of talent when it comes to the film medium is equal to her own. Doesn't like
wow. What an asshole.
Yeah, Salin said, it takes a very clever schoolboy to make a movie as elaborately empty as Guy Ritchie's Snatch. Dallas Observer said, amidst the embarrassing aura of a filmmaker desperate to be considered cool, yet utterly inept at finding original ways to reach that status. I believe Roger Ebert didn't. He gave it 50. He says, follows the lock stock formula so slavishly it could be like a new arrangement for the same song.
I will admit the threads being interwoven together is kind of very similar. It's the same model. I think the plot on this is better. That's just my take.
I must watch Lock, Stock.
They're going after a couple of antique shotguns in that movie instead of a diamond.
Okay. And nobody really comes up to me and brings up Lock, Stock. They bring up Snatch.
It's not constant too. Yeah. Easily.
A couple of good ones here. Austin Chronicle gave it 89. Snatch is nothing if not watchable. It has the insane popcorn rhythms of a Roadrunner cartoon, and for that reason alone, it's a minor masterpiece. Roadrunner cartoon, that's quite a good way of going. Just not as many threads in a Roadrunner cartoon, though. Just the one.
But the same pacing.
Very same pacing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone gave it 80. Ritchie's got something all his own, a go-for-broke energy that cuts through the cliches of the crime genre.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah, so it definitely was a movie. It's good.
Yes, it was a good movie. It was an enjoyable, like the time flies. This is not one of the movies where I feel like fast forwarding. I'm sitting back and I'm enjoying myself. I'm taking note of what the director's doing and thinking, yes, that's the right decision. Well done, sir.
Yeah, it's like 1 hour 42. It's getting up there near the 2 hours, but it really goes quite quickly.
Yeah.
Having said that, like he's done quite a few movies since then, but nothing really has come big for him. Like he's done the Sherlock Holmes reboot. He did The Gentleman, I guess, which is getting a lot of praise.
That is a good movie, in fairness.
Yeah, he's done a couple of looking through his stuff here. Yeah, but nothing like Man from U.N.C.L.E. He did Aladdin 2.
Oh God, he did The Man from U.N.C.L.E. as well, did he?
The Man from U.N.C.L.E., yeah, the reboot.
Yeah, that was a shocking movie.
Rock and Roller probably was his attempt at going back to the gangster thing, if I remember. That's a gangster thing. Weirdly enough, he made a movie and put his name into the movie. That's just quite vain. 2023, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's got good reviews, though. 7.5 IMDb.
Jake Gyllenhaal normally doesn't do muck. No.
Yeah, he sort of chooses sort of non-hits, like massive movies.
Yeah, if he likes the script. He doesn't chase the money. Usually doesn't chase the money. I'm not sure he hasn't always.
He did a little. His latest one was 2025's Fountain of Youth, with John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. Sort of like looks like a kind of a mummy type thing, like set in Egypt and stuff like that. Yeah, but 35% Rotten Tomatoes. So
not great.
Not the best. Straight, yeah, Apple TV one. Yeah, so yeah, I'll probably watch Lock, Stock, and then I'll end my watching of Guy Ritchie movies, I think.
Yeah, the Lock, Stock, and this are very similar. This is better. I watched the Sherlock Holmes movies as well. They're actually not terrible. They sound terrible on paper.
I heard they were pretty good back in the
There's good performance. There's a fight scene in the first one where Sherlock's in a bare-knuckle fighting song. Scene, and there's an Irish Rocky Road to Dublin's playing in the background, and it's fantastically choreographed. And it does this freeze frame stuff as well. It's just he can do a fight scene very well.
He's got some sort of weird disposition to put some Irish stuff into his movies, it seems.
Yeah, like in the first Sherlock Holmes movie, there was quite a Irish flavour to it at points. Not sure why.
Anyway, we'll probably find out his mum or dad is Irish or something, and that's his homage. Although, having said that, Mickey's not the sort of poster boy of what you want people to think of Ireland.
No.
All right. That was Snatch from 2000. If you haven't liked us or commented or emailed us, please do so. We would like that very much. We will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.